Hi everyone, welcome to the brand new collaboration called Passion for Purple. This is hosted by MetalScrappinChick, who is Kim. Hi Kim, and this is our very first month in this collaboration. Now, I will admit my favorite color is not purple, but I'm kind of growing to like it a lot more than I used to through getting different kits and things. And so Kim said to me in a chat, this month's April's Bargain Bead Box would be perfect for this collab. And I'm like, you know what? It would. So what you're looking at is what's left of the collab items, not including, I guess I should put this over here, not including the items in this last row other than this. So I have two of these clasps left. I did use one. I don't know that I'll be using these as clasps again, but I have another idea for them. And I did use two of these. I have the most beads I have left are these little crystals. I have some pearls left here. I have one of these dyed quartz beads. There were only like 23 of those though. I have one bead cap, and I do have some of the faceted amethyst, but this is the extent of it that I have, like, I don't know, about 10 beads or something. I do have one of these things and some spacers. I did use 4 of these, and I'm planning on maybe making one more thing with those, actually. I did use quite a few jump rings. I did, oops, I'm trying to pick one up. I did use all but about 8 inches of chain, 10 inches of chain. Let me see. And you get about 39, a meter is about 39 inches. So this is about, yeah, about 10 inches of chain left, which I'll probably use soon. And I did use 4 of these, although I haven't put backs on them yet. And I tried really hard and did use many of these little head pins, but I had to bring in some eye pins, some 26 gauge wire. It's artistic wire. It's actually gunmetal, but it looks kind of bronzy there. I used 2 of these Tierra Cast brass oxide medium love knot spacers. I'll have to show you them. They were from Art Beads in 2012. I don't know if they still make them. They might. And I used a couple ear wires because I wasn't feeling these for a pair of earrings. Now, I did not do anything with these yet. To be honest with you, I'm not a big lover of these big metal pendants. I had an idea. I like these two better because they're not quite so big, and I like the design on these better, but they're all single-sided too. This will lay flat though. I don't know, I have some ideas, but they just weren't calling to me, if you know what I mean. I did also bring in some wire guardians in crimp tubes. These are beadalon, they're all beadalon. I did use some of this gold colored beading wire. It's a thinner wire because it fit through the little pearls and these little beads where some of my other stuff would not. And on the first necklace I think I made, I used this color Eslon, this one here. And I've had this for a long time. I got this off Amazon way back when. It's called Spring Mix Superlon or Eslon bead cord by the Beadsmith. And I have it in 3 different colorways, spring, winter, and something else. But I'm missing one season. Probably autumn is probably what the other one is that I have. Okay, let me move this aside and I'll show you what I made. Now this is, I have 2 more pieces to show you, but this was the first necklace I made. And I wanted to use this donut, and actually I originally had planned something different for this, but I wasn't liking how the knot thing was working with the other technique that I was going to use. Anyway, I doubled up the S line. You can see it's doubled here and here. So this is 2 separate strands. And then I strung beads on. And I actually, for the first time, I think ever, used clamshells, or I don't know what their other name is. And I did use a little GS Hypo cement. I see I had to do a little trimming. Part of the ends are sticking out a little bit there. But, and then I put them onto the jump rings from the kit. Here's where the love knots are, about 4 or 5 inches of chain there. And I used a toggle clasp here. I used actually 3 toggle clasps, I think. Yeah. You'll see the other ones later. But these are those purple and slate kind of coin beads. Love them. The spacers, the quartz, and this donut. And I thought about putting dangles on it, but honestly, I like the way this one looks without any dangles on it. And that is, oh shoot, I wrote it down as far as the length. Hang on. I made these over 2 different days, so forgive me for not remembering. It is a 20-inch necklace. 20-inch. Okay. Then, actually that was the second thing I made. The first thing I made were these long dangly earrings. And I love these butterflies. I just wanted that flight movement. They're a little long. I thought maybe I should take this out, but I wanted that little pop of color up there. These are 4 inches long. These are shoulder dusters. So I don't know if somebody doesn't want to wear them, I'll probably take it apart and use it as a pendant or something. But I made those shoulder duster butterfly earrings, and I did notice that some of these butterflies are, and maybe it's the way the light hits them, but they're a little darker or lighter than other ones. I don't know if you can see that the bottom 2 are lighter, and this is actually a little bit lighter too. Anyway, and what I did is I used 3 pieces of chain, 5 pieces of chain, and 7 pieces of chain. But I did use little 4mm jump rings to put them on, to put them onto the chain. And I used the 6mm ones to hook them onto this because the 4mm were too small down here because there's so much width here, but up here the 4mm worked fine. I was trying not to add any more length to it, but yeah. And that's where I used the Bargain Bead Box Bargains ear wires. So those were actually my first thing. Then this was my second, and then this was the third. And this is where I used these flowers. And what I did is I wire wrapped with the 26 gauge wire this bead link right through. It's not gonna show you clearly, but right through 2 of the holes. The 26 gauge wire went through both. So I didn't glue them. You could put some glue, but I was afraid the glue would seep through the holes, and actually it's holding pretty good just wire wrapping it. So I did that on both sides, and I made this bead dangle thing. And I originally had this shorter. However, when I tried it on and tried to do this clasp myself, I couldn't get it off because I couldn't get this through on my own. I had to go down and ask my son to help me get the necklace off. So I made it long enough that you can open it, and if you can't get it off, that's fine. It'll slip over most people's heads. I have a pretty big head as far as size goes, and I could get it over my head. This, I think, is a 22-inch necklace. It might be pretty close to the same, huh? So maybe 20 also on that one. Yeah. And now the only thing with this wire is it's very thin and it's very bendy. Now also the other thing is I did use those little 4mm jump rings to hook all these links together because I just didn't feel like wire wrapping each piece onto each other, and I thought it gave it more drape and movement that way. So that's what I did there. I had to fix some of those jump rings so I can see. Okay, then the next thing I made was these two earrings. I think this one, yeah, this one, I used the ear wires from Bargain Bead Box again, just a little crystal, one of the shell pearls, a bead cap turned the opposite way with an amethyst in it, and then the little butterfly with two crystals as a dangle. So I made a pair of those, and they have great movement. Oops. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. Anyway. And then I just made these dainty little pearl and amethyst earrings on these posts, but I have to find some wing backs. I have rubber stopper things, but I don't like them on post earrings. I like the wings that catch on this little notch here. I really wish they had given those to us as well, but anyway. And then I did another pair at the very end, but I have two other things to show you too. Again, these have nice movement because there's 3 parts to them. So these were the last 2 coin beads. I topped them with one of the bead caps and a little crystal. Put them on an eye pin and put these on an eye pin, the shell pearl with a little pinkish color crystal, and then just did the pearl drops at the bottom. And I think those turned out really pretty, and they go with any of these really. It'll go with this because of the crystal here, the coins. It'll go with this because of the pearls and the amethyst. These will go with this because of the pearls and the amethyst. This will go with the next one better. And here it is. It is an 18-inch necklace. And I just, I didn't fill every hole on here because the way the butterflies dangle down, it kind of overlaps the hole, and I intentionally made these 2 shorter just because when I tried it on with, I didn't have those on, and I thought it's missing something. It needs a little white or something up here, and I might put another one here and here, but I haven't decided yet. So I just basically used the big jump rings again to hook onto the piece, and small jump rings to hook the chain, which this is 2 lengths of chain, 2 lengths of chain, 3 lengths of chain, no chain on the pearls. I think 5 lengths of chain, and then, you know, the same going up the other way. And I really like how that came out. These little crystals on the head pin just give it a bit of dangle and movement, kind of like in flight. The butterflies in flight, and then these just give it some color. If I was to take anything off, it probably would be those because they're a darker purple. And I thought about making more bead links up here, but I decided I just like it with the one. Although I might exchange them for like a pearl, dark purple pearl, and that way it'll coordinate better with this because there's none of these down here. But these go with the butterflies. I don't know. I like it. I like it anyway. And it does have a toggle clasp, so that's one of the 3 toggle clasps that I had. And I did use the larger jump rings they gave us, although that one looks bigger than that one. Anyway, I always see stuff when I'm showing you. I really like how this bead cap with the pearls look too, but I didn't have enough of them. And then that actually was the last thing I made, and then the thing I made before that and before these is this bracelet. I did use that same gold color beading wire. I could have used a heavier wire, but because I used that thinner wire, I used Wire Guardians, and these are number 2 crimp tubes, and I did use the magical crimping pliers, and they worked just fine with it. And then I used most of my bead caps up on here around the purple, the light purple quartz. This is a 6 3/4 inch bracelet. I think I'm going to make, with the leftover pearls, I'm going to make a bracelet to match this. Because I have some amethyst and some pearls left. So I think I'm going to do that and use like a little wire link chain. But I ran out of time. So this one, and it looks nice on. It's just a very, you know, simple bracelet. But I like how it looks. So I use the spacers, the shell beads, and the quartz and the bead caps. And that's it on that. So let's see. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of jewelry. And I have these left. But like I said, I'm probably going to make a bracelet with these pearls and these amethyst here. And it'll probably be wire link as well. Something similar to this. And a few little crystals in there too. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, and I probably will be doing something with these, but it will not be a clasp. I don't think. And I might do something with 10 inches of chain too. I hate having just little bits of chain left, so put it to good use. And I also might do something with all of it, really. These two pieces, because they're the only two I have left of the, or only ones I have left of that. And like I said, I was considering also making a bracelet. Well, if I make this bracelet, I may make these a focal point. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see. All right. I hope you enjoyed all my pieces. I can't get them on frame. Yeah. I had fun making them. Thank you, Kim. And please do check out everyone else in the collaboration. And I was going to bring in some other kits that I have that have purple in, but I decided I'll do separate videos on them throughout the month. And I think the next time I'll be back, well, I actually have one small little haul I'll do a video on sometime between now and the 18th. And then on the 18th is our jewelry making fun collab. So come back for that and see what we do this month. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.